limiting beliefs, thoughts, and programming that are counterproductive to our well-being and bring suffering. These beliefs become so familiar to us over a long enough time period that they then formulate a false identity within us. Whether this came directly through parents, religious figures, friends, or indirectly through the influences of society, we all got it. These inherited limiting programs of belief are not personal, just part of being born a human. However, the most empowering view we can take on our suffering is that it may actually be playing a perfect part in our hero's journey of awakening. The universe does not make mistakes. When seen from a higher perspective, our struggles are actually our greatest teachers, for they reveal to us personal opportunities for expansion. For example, hitting bottom may have been exactly what was needed in order to finally let go, have a change of heart, or see the bigger picture. Like sandpaper to wood, our challenges can soften the soul if we allow them. We mustn't run from the discomfort of life's lows, but instead have the courage to lean into them with humility and curiosity. In every painful or challenging experience, we can benefit from asking ourselves, what can I learn from this? What do I need to let go of? What part am I playing in this? Where am I limiting my own joy and peace? Where am I getting stuck? It is only by facing our resistances with self-honesty and accountability that we can experience the empowerment and happiness that is waiting for us on the other side. See your discomfort as the doorway to freedom. Have the bravery and courage to see all the obstacles only as temporary moments of realignment, but always working out in your favor. Your trials did not come to punish you, but to awaken you. The desire to hide, deny, or reject our insecurities, pain, anger, or sadness ultimately only hurts us further. When repressed and buried, our emotions will slowly poison us from within. For every denial and rejection of our emotions is only a rejection of ourselves. If we resist the existence of our shadows, they will only continue to thrive through our denial and fear of them. To feel is to heal. The inner work process is an invitation to allow emotions, understand them with compassion, and finally release those that are not serving us. Nothing we feel could ever be wrong. We are all innocent, learning and becoming. Everything we go through is actually playing a perfect part in our own hero's journey. All seeming mistakes are only an innocent discovery of who we are not, thus leading us one step closer to the truth of who we are. The mind is naive and impressionable and therefore subject to massive error. We mustn't identify with the mind's perceived mistakes, but rather seek to understand ourselves and others with compassion, but courageously in acknowledging by acknowledging our vulnerabilities, we are on our way to healing them. Accepting ourselves as we are right now is the initial part of the inner work process. Your problem is you're too busy holding onto your unworthiness, the human potential. Due to our unique ability to make conscious choices and exercise a spiritual will, humans are actually capable of experiencing dramatically different levels and rates of evolution. Themes of consciousness. True freedom and lasting happiness are an example of a degree of evolution in human consciousness. Just as themes such as shame, anger, courage, and willingness are as well. Each progression of human evolution has different inner obstacles, shadows, and attachment to overcome in order to allow a grander paradigm and view of life to come forth, continuously becoming more loving and free as we spiritually mature. Thus, the next stage of human evolution is not a physical adaptation, but an evolution of consciousness, an internal shift that can only be brought about through the inner choice of peace, happiness, and love. Self-discipline is making the higher choice again and again. As each individual makes the higher choice to transcend the limiting themes of consciousness, humanity as a whole will gradually adapt to new levels of maturity, eventually leading to inner liberation for all. Therefore, every individual is important, needed, and a necessary part of the greater whole. Everyone must do their own inner work. No one can do it for us. We all share in the collective human karma or destiny. Every thought and action of the individual contributes to the collective consciousness, and in fact, all the universe. There is no actual separation. You are a crucial part of a greater whole, deciding to be free from the inner shackles of limitation, deciding to choose love, happiness, and the peace of remembering who you truly are. And while the effect of your choices will have immense benefits for you personally, the world will benefit 1,000-fold. For every time we heal a personal limitation and trauma within ourselves, we are learning it. We're healing it within the collective as well by holding the door open for others to join us by following our example. Every advance in consciousness of the individual uplifts the rest of us with it, like an ocean tide rising. There could be no greater contribution to humanity than doing your own inner work.